Hey YouTubers, how y'all doing? This is Divine Diva 71 coming at y'all with a video about in-laws and family and things like that. So a lot of us have in-laws, okay? Whether you get along with them or not, you have in-laws. Okay. Now, in my case, the only in-law that I can't get along with is my sister-in-law. I just don't like that woman, okay? Something is definitely wrong there, okay? Yeah, I'm just sitting up here with my M&M cup, sipping on some coffee. It is raining outside. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and with the holidays and everything, we just had Thanksgiving a few weeks ago. Now Christmas and New Year's is coming up, and we're gonna gather with family, whether they're in-laws or your blood, and of course your friends, neighbors, or whatever your extended family, what I call them. But me, I never gets down with my sister-in-law. Now my brother-in-law, he lives in Texas, okay? So I ain't gotta, worry about him. But my sister-in-law, she lives here. And when I tell you, she is somebody who will just get on your last nerve and will lie, honey, lie like a rug, and will tell a story. You could tell her, you can say to her, I went to the store to go buy me a loaf of bread. What she hear is, she said she went to the store, the place got robbed, and they had guns out everywhere, and she went and brought just to get a pack of meat. That's what she hears. God, I can't make this up. That's how she is. Now, whoever came up with the saying that when you marry your spouse, you marry your spouse's family. No, that don't work with me. Okay. When I walked down the aisle in 2007, it was just me and my husband, okay? I did not want to marry his family. Um, Now, when you are married, of course, there's things between a husband and wife that should stay between a husband and a wife, okay? Now, this is what broke everything with my sister-in-law. Back in 2021, I said it before, I was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer. I had one lump in my left breast, okay? But further back in 2010, my mother, she had what they call an ischemic stroke. Look it up. Ischemic stroke, okay? In 2010. She was 59 years old at that time. And then, she's on medication. Thank God, my mother's here. She's doing fine. Her peripheral vision and her memory is not all there, but she's here. That's what matters the most. When I was diagnosed with the lump in my breast back in February of 2021, I told my husband, my daughter, all three of my siblings, please don't tell mama. Please don't tell my mother that her child was diagnosed with breast cancer, because my mother lost her sister in 2010 of breast cancer. My aunt that was struggling she's been fighting cancer for 20 years before her death. She died at 60 years old in 2010. But I told them, please don't tell my mother, because that would take my mother to the top. I know how my mother is, and that would have went crazy, all bad with my mother. So, because I feel if someone has a story to tell, that's their story, and it's not for you to go and tell somebody else's story. That's just how I am. Okay, let me tell my own story, because I can tell it right. Because when somebody else tell it, they're gonna f it up, So, of course, it was quiet. It was kept quiet. And so I said, when I'm done with my treatments, or halfway done with all my treatments, that's what I was going to tell my mom what I was going through that whole summer. But, my mother saw me, she would question me, and why your feet so dark? Because, chemo turns your hands and your feet kind of dark, like, the palm of your hands and the soles of your feet and stuff kind of dark. And, so she would question me and about my hair and stuff like that. Because, I like wearing, I love, some cute wigs or whatever, but my natural hair was long too. So she didn't know whether I was wearing a wig or wearing my own hair. So, that a wig in your hair? I was like, oh, mom, it's a wig today. I don't feel like doing my hair. But at the time, I ain't had no hair because the chemo took it out. So I was like, oh, Lord, my mother keep questioning me. She's questioning me. Okay. So I started my radiation treatments in I had surgery in September 2021. I started my radiation treatments in October. So that's when I decided to tell my mother what I was going through. And of course she got quiet. She started, Mama, it's okay. Don't cry, Mama. I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank God I'm okay. Okay. Again, that was my story to tell my mama. Shortly after that, my husband had got sick. Okay. He swelled up really, really bad. He was trying to hide it from me, but I saw it. While he was taking care of me, taking me to all my treatments and stuff, he was not looking right to me. I would ask him, like, what's wrong with you? Oh, I'm fine. Nothing. His ankles and everything, from his stomach down, he was very swollen. Okay, so I knew something was wrong. So August 1st, 2021, that was a Sunday, I remember. He came and woke me up and told me to take him to urgent care, and that's what I did. He was admitted to the hospital. Okay. He was in the hospital for 2 weeks at that time. My husband told me, don't tell my mother or my sister that I'm in the hospital. Bet. Because like I said earlier, I told him, don't tell my mama that her daughter was diagnosed with that breast cancer. Because I didn't want to, I didn't want to take my mother, it would have took her out of here. I don't want that. So I didn't tell his mom or his sister that he was in the hospital for those 2 weeks. Now, my bestie Michelle comes over here. My daughter, my mom, and myself, we're sitting in my backyard, just enjoying a beautiful August day. It's a beautiful, August, breeze or whatever. My home phone rings. Yeah, I still got a landline, okay? My home phone rings, and I seen that it was her calling, his sister calling. I didn't answer the phone because I was like, she talks weird, so I don't want to answer the phone. So then I get her message, and her message was, Denise, this is, and she said her name. You didn't tell me my brother was in the hospital. I had to find out. This is how she talk. I can't make this up. I had to find out from a coworker or something that my brother was in the hospital. You didn't call me. That's my brother. That's my brother. You didn't call me and tell me my brother was in the hospital. You should have called me. That's all messed up. You should have called and told me my brother. I had to hear it from somebody else. So I'm listening to this message. Now my mama making faces like, who is that? My daughter was like, who? My bestie was like, what? We all looking like, who the hell? I said, y'all, that's my husband's sister calling my phone on that BS. Okay. Now, I said, let me step away from the table because I'm going to use some choice words. You don't never use no choice words around your mama. I don't give a damn how old you are, okay? Never cuss around your parents. Or you hear me? Okay. You never grew up to your mother. Ain't that what Sister Girl said? Yeah, when she sung that song, Tonight is the Night. Yeah, you never grew up to your mother. So you never cussing for your mother. So what I did, I stepped away from the table. Because I knew I was about ready to lay into my sister-in-law's ass. You hear me? I calls her back. She answered the phone. This is probably like maybe about 5 minutes later. I called her back. She answered the phone. Hello. I said her name. Then I said, bitch. Yes, I did. Don't you ever call my MFing house yelling at my MFing phone like that. Your brother told me not to tell you or your mama that he was in the hospital. Like he granted my wish when I was sick. I granted his. Well, I just didn't know. Okay, you didn't know. If you would have called me correctly, maybe I probably would have told you what hospital he was probably in for you to go over there and see him. But if you ever call my house on that bull, not me. Because see, I'm the kind of person, it takes a lot for me to get upset. It really does. I'm a cool, chill, laid back person. But if you come at me incorrectly, I'm just going to let you have it. Plain and simple. Usually when she calls here, it's, I say, hey, how you doing? I'm just real short with her. Like, hey, she be talking. I'm like, yeah. And that's my conversation with her. Yeah, yeah, all right, then, bye, whatever. But if you call me correctly, I'll probably say, hey, This is his phone number. You probably would have hollered at him, whatever, this and that. But since you found out he was in the hospital. But again, I granted my husband's wishes. Okay? If you'd have called my house on that BS, sis, we ain't doing that. Not me. And then when she found out he was in the hospital, you still didn't go visit him. While you calling my house, yelling at my phone like a damn idiot. I don't play them kind of games. I sure don't. You got the right one or the wrong one today, Slim. I ain't on that bullcrap. So, even her mother called me. My mother-in-law called me and apologized for her behavior. And she said, I told her, you got more say over that man's body than we do. Now, my sister-in-law just lost her husband this year, actually. I think he passed back in June, July, something like that. You know, but like my mother-in-law told my sister-in-law, how would you like it if his people call you, going off on you? She said, yeah, you right. That was wrong. Yeah, you was wrong. Calling my house on that BS. Telling y'all, I don't be on people like that. I just don't. That is not where I come from. You don't call no woman's house, or you don't call nobody's house, yelling their phone like you own something. My home phone number is older than my marriage. I had that phone number for 25 years. You gonna call my house on that? Boo, girl, bye. But I'm telling you, I dug in her ass that day. Yes, I did. Mm-hmm. She did. She had to tell her mom, like, did these cuss me out? Yeah, yeah, I sure did. Because I'm always nice. Like I said, I'm always, yeah, okay, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then, I'm done. I really don't have a conversation with her because when you tell her something, she would take it to the top and she would change your whole entire story. She's strange. It's a strange woman. Yeah. So, because I don't even play like that. But that was just my quick story time about family. I mean, I never really got down with my sister-in-law. I just don't, If I see her, it's like, what's up? And I just keep walking. I really don't like to deal with her. I just don't. Yeah, so if you don't really feel your in-laws, don't feel bad. Please don't feel bad. I'm here to tell you, please don't feel bad about it. Don't. Like I said, just steer clear of them. And keep the conversation with them very short. Very short. Yeah. But she apologized. She didn't apologize to me. But when my husband had called her and kind of told her, like, you was wrong for calling my wife on that BS. I told my wife not to tell the family I was in the hospital, Well, tell Denise I'm sorry, whatever. Yeah, but she never really apologized, like formally apologized to me. Apology not accepted because I'm done with her. I was really done with her before all this, but I was really done with it now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, folks are something else. So don't feel bad if you don't get along with your in-laws for real. Just steer clear of them. That's all. But all right, y'all. It's Saturday night. It's raining outside. I'm drinking me some coffee, listening to some Christmas music. I have it turned down right now because I don't want to get no copyright strike. I got it on low right now. So yeah, I think Stevie Wonder's playing right now. Yeah, Stevie Wonder Christmas. But all right, y'all. Get back with y'all in a few. Lay low, stay out the way. Deuces.